as we get into game number 1 between Team Secret and the Orlando Pirates. Let's see what both teams have to offer. Math going to get demoed off the rip, and Skill Steal.
Oh my, already. Look at the pace. This is what I wanted to see for the Pirates. It's not like I'd say I was underestimating them coming in here, but obviously giving the advantage to Team Secret. You don't expect much. Why do I even talk? Why do I cast a curse this?
Well, you were fine. I was with you there. The pace I thought was a good opening, but it's the missed touch in the corner that Skill Steal's not quite expecting. He's thinking that pop is going to go straight down the middle and doesn't have the time to react. So Team Secret get kind of a gimme to open things up, but the initial 15 seconds, you're like, okay, definitely came out there ready to go.
And that's the catch-22 of trying to play into this speed game where you match a couple of hits, you're able to get the flow going for a little bit, but then one mistake, one massive lapse in the defense, and you're thrown completely to the side.
So an early lead for Team Secret. See how Pirates find a way back. Nice flick and a second touch. That one's going to be just off the wall. Follow through by Math. 2-0 Team Secret. Now the defense starting to fall a step or two behind here with Sad cutting them apart.
Oh yeah, and this all comes down to the follow-up here. You can see where Math was lurking in the background, waiting, holding that position, and then immediately whenever the opportunity came, he strikes and he gets the goal. Second one here for Team Secret, and not the best start for Pirates, but obviously this is game 1. You're going to get used to the playstyle and look forward to seeing them adapt.
Skill Steal wanted it down to the floor, was hoping to maybe have some support behind him. He went for the bump as it's Knight 1-on-2 towards the backboard and controlled by Snowy. Got a little bit far away from him. The boost could be a problem for the Pirates on defense here, as they do have to spend a lot of it and they don't have much to spare just to go up and fight for the ball. And it's kind of resorting to them just kind of being forced to punt the ball away and see if they can track it down.
The last man rotating back in from Darth couldn't get the save, but it was actually off target, so he didn't need to. But there's a lot of space, and I think Team Secret have the right idea, knowing that they're more dominant in the air. So what are they going to do? They're going to bring the ball up, go for some flip resets, try and keep it to themselves, and in that way you can starve out a lot of boost, forcing the Pirates to go up and meet you in the air.
Darth looking for it back to himself, and Team Secret not even going to give him the chance to try and convert that one. Again, Snowy going to be looking for a little bit of help, and now you really have to start to look at the structure of Pirates whenever they get on offense. Are you just fighting for possession, or are you really trying to score it? It's Sad. Gonna lift one over the last man. 3-0. Secret starting to run away here.
And he does it all by himself. You can see Math was actually gonna go for a demo, but Skill Steal actually jumped early, which was great on him, but couldn't get the proper read to know exactly where Sad was trying to carry it.
Yeah, really beautiful adjustment from Sad, because it looks like he's about to kind of start pushing it out of net, and then just to swing that nose back towards the middle and give it a little poke up. Great control. As Math trying to replicate the feat. Sad playing support. Has the flip reset. Stretching. Actually comes up empty. Snowy will come cleared across the goal line. Oh, so close to number 4 for Team Secret. But with 3 minutes left, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see Team Secret kind of just sit on the back line a little bit and say, okay, get through 2 of us if you want to score goals.
Exactly, and this is where you can get comfortable. If Pirates don't find a way to break out and one player is enough, almost. Are you taking it of your Pirates?
Yeah, I'll take anything that they happen to give me. As that's taken away off the backboard. Here comes Snowy. Left side. Math is not quite able to get there in time. Pirates will get one back.
Coming out huge. They utilize the backboard, and it's with speed. Darth able to outpace the defender, and then a nice slot past Sad, able to get the first goal.
It's a really measured approach there from Snowy. It's like he just knew. He's like, it doesn't matter that you're coming out. I know I have you beat.
It's over. It's over, man. Why are you even coming out the net? Just drop your controller.
Just really making sure that he was going to place that ball properly. So easy to just boost straight at it and not really think about where it's going.
And that does make me feel good, too, about the Pirates and their position here in this game, because if they are going to take a game or potentially keep it closer, they're going to need to find a way to punish. They did that previously, but here comes Team Secret down the other end, getting a punishment themselves. It's Knight over Darth, and then Skill Steal didn't want to rotate back into net. Maybe went to go get boost instead?
Or thought Darth was going to come up with an actual challenge there. Because that initial play, it was from Darth's perspective, and it almost looked like he just didn't like double jump or was trying to maybe go for the bump to just take them off the ball and missed. But either way, big miscue from Pirates, and they give one right back.
Oh my.
Sad off the bar, and they are absolutely dominating them on the dribble and flick game right now.
It's
That's
the
3.
solo plays. Look at this man. He actually looks like he's going to go for an air dribble, then gets one small touch. And Knight was also lurking and shadow playing on what Sad was doing. So it looks like an illusion. You think maybe he's going to pass it over, but instead takes it himself.
Great misdirection from Team Secret. Showing a lot of different looks, especially in the 1-on-X approaches. towards that Pirates defense, and that's really what you started to get worried about. The execution between the two teams is Team Secret currently executing on almost every chance. There's a couple of chain dashes from Wave to get him back into the middle towards Knight, and it beat the defense, but the shot just a little wide.
Nice mechanics, of course, out of Team Secret. Still plenty of time to work with for the Pirates. It's a big obstacle to try and jump over 4 goals against Team Secret, whose defense has been, for the most part, pretty solid. And we'll see what Pirates have in the back of their pocket, maybe something special that we haven't seen so far.
And if you're Pirates at this point, with down 4 minutes and a half to go or so, you're really just trying to make sure you stop the bleeding. You don't want to concede anymore. You want to demonstrate that you've at least figured out the approach from Team Secret. If you happen to get a goal or two, so be it. But you want to feel good going into Game 2, knowing, okay, now we know what we're really up against. We want to make sure that we can at least lock it down, as that was a nice pass, but unable to convert.
There's always that common approach, too. I mean, what we're seeing from Team Secret, solo play after solo play, for example, take Knight here. He's keeping it close, and look at how we got an immediate challenge from Snowy. That's the adjustment you wanted to see from Pirates. If you see one player with space, assume he's going to go for a solo play and try and make him make an early flick, so that way your teammate following up can get a better clear. Sad does find the follow-up, and with 42 seconds left, we got 6-1 in favor of Team Secret.
And they did pretty much that. Darth was forcing Matt to kind of show his hand. It's just this dismount from the backboard on Snowy. Had to kind of take his best guess on where he thought the shot was going to come from, overcooked his approach, and they find themselves down 5 with 40 seconds left. So definitely a nice, comfortable win for Team Secret here, but the real adjustment you need from Pirates is you can't allow all the solo efforts to make their way through. There was, I think, 3 or 4 goals that were just solo efforts, and you have to find a way to stop those going forward, because if you're getting beat 1 on X, you're going to lose a lot of games.
That's a big clear, too, downside. But, of course, not going to result in anything special. Another pass across the field. I like the idea, but nobody was there. Snowy's now in a 1v2 situation off the backboard. The double tap, he does get the save. And with 10 seconds left, I don't think we're going to get a 7-1, the classic. And might go to Game 2.
Darth, well, he might get it. Hang on. Oh, it had to bounce the wrong way, didn't it? It just had to kick back into the middle. But what a show from Team Secret on the first go. That was definitely establishing the position of dominance off the start. And what a way to do it. Orlando Pirates liked a few of the looks, but some defensive miscues, getting beat on a few challenges, and allowing too many solo plays through. Definitely going to lead to a loss there, so a well-deserved win for Team Secret at the start here. That's, what is that, 14 shots to 3. Ooh, boy.
It's all about feeling comfortable, too, for Team Secret. You never know when things can go wrong, and up against the team that you have the huge advantage over, it still doesn't matter. There's always a slight possibility. So to see them tightening out defense, keeping the rotations clean, smooth, and the transitions, of course, are there as well with the solo plays. Team Secret don't have too much to work on. Now, what they have to focus on is just maintaining this pace.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I liked the pace that we initially got from Pirates. I think what really threw them off their game, because I think the start, that first 15 seconds, like, I like that. They were like, okay, we're going to go get aggressive. We're going to go fight for the ball. I'm like, good. That's what I'd like to see.
Exactly.
But when you're trying to play that and you immediately concede, I mean, that has to just throw a huge wrench into your gears. Like, okay, we came in here trying to go toe-to-toe with them, and we instantly got scored on, and you had to kind of just, like, back up there a second.
And that's what I was saying coming into this series. The play styles kind of have to be opposite of each other. If you see Team Secret, which they are doing, going for solo plays, keeping the ball in the air, you can't try to match them with that play style, because I don't think they're quite there yet. So what do you do now? You focus on your defense. Maybe instead of opting to go up for the challenge early, you stay in net and hope you can get that pre-jump shot save. The question is, do they have what it takes?
The counterattack game? And we shall see what Pirates can do. It's interesting because we talked about it right before this game started. You know, they're both teams that are incredibly used to dominating the field in terms of applying pressure. So for a team like the Pirates, who's been, you know, #1 in their region essentially all year, and then you kind of come out here, get put on the back foot, you're not used to playing a counter-attacking approach. And you're like, how do we completely shift gears and just not run a game and just let it come to us? It's a huge gear shift to try and find.
And you fall into habits as well that aren't beneficial for you, because you're not being challenged as much on the defense. So that gives you time and space to be a bit sloppy. Maybe the big booming clear down the other end will work against most teams that you're used to competing against, but you come out here at the World Championship. One big clear isn't going to cut it, and neither is an inaccurate shot, but the second follow-up is far more accurate.
There we go. This was a great transition. Snowy finally able to win a fight, forces Sad to play in the net. And the shot from Skill Steal would have liked to convert it, but that's okay. Darth was there to place it in the spot it should have went the first time, and there was no chance the defense is going to save that one. Excellent shot.
This is how I saw things happening. Breaking down the first game, a stomp from Team Secret, but Pirates in the second game figure things out. They calm themselves on defense, no more panicking, and they can push forward, and that's what we've seen within the first minute. And now, finally seeing them get some offensive pressure, but quickly down the other side is Team Secret, and a big whiff, maybe a follow-up. No, it saved the defense from Pirates strong.
There we go. Definitely seeming to have found a little bit of room to settle in. Turtle played this game. He knows what it's about.
That's right. I'm used to being the team that's, you might be getting stomped, okay? That's what I'm used to.
That's not true. As Sad and Team Secret trying to figure out how they want to push forward here. Kind of getting the ball jammed into the corner. Great float across the net, and Darth able to poke it out, but Pirates definitely scrambling. As Sad trying to drive it in, and he's going to pinch it off the goal. As thankfully, Pirates get delivered a free clear and maybe a transition goal.
There we go.
Way to get broken up. Pirates just going to play for possession here and the space on the pitch.
I love what Snow is doing. He didn't have any boost, but he was still in the right position. Instead of opting to go all the way back, find
give
boost,
up all the
panic.
Oh, is that in?
He just gave it the space. No, that's not in. Just off the backboard. We're in the clear.
Close call for Pirates. But I definitely agree. It's very easy to just give up all that space to the opposition for the desire from boost. And this time, they lose a challenge in the midfield while they're out in the corner trying to grab some. And Pirates just lose the challenge game and goes exactly the wrong way while Darth is racing back.
That's beautiful. That could have easily been a shot there from Sad, but instead he saw his teammate on the far side, knew it would be the smarter decision, and just lightly slid it across the net, all tied up, half the game to go.
Great recovery from Secret off the kickoff. There's Skill Steal to give it back to the Orlando Pirates. Fist bumps all around. He said, guys, come on, give it to me, thank you.
And I did hear them get loud. The first goal, you could hear them getting a bit hyped there.
I didn't realize this was the replay. I thought that was the third goal. I didn't realize that was the replay.
Jeez, you're losing it, man. You're losing it. The vision's going down. Why do you even wear glasses? You might need to change your prescription.
I have no idea.
Oh my, almost a Team Secret kickoff goal.
And a good recovery as well. Dumped out and great recovery from Math, but Snowy kind of just forced to punch that ball into the side and hope they can reset here. As there's a bump coming through on the goal line, bouncer into the top right corner. Team Secret get physical.
Somebody should have been on the backboard here. I believe it was Snowy, and then Sad smacked him out of the way, and that ball was just bouncing off the backboard right into Knight's hand.
Yeah, and Math coming through the goal line as well. Both players on the floor having to react to that pressure and just couldn't handle a strong bounce shot all the way to the top corner. And so Team Secret, in fairly short order, find a way to equalize. Ball to Knight, can he reach it? He's got the space, and that's straight down. Nice catch from Math. He's going to have to improvise a little bit to try and score it. I think he would have liked to have kept the power as the pinch across the Pirates' net. Going to get punched out.
Now what does Skill Steal have off the backboard? It's a bit predictable, too programmed, and Math is able to get the counterattack. He had the follow-up, but the save, that one individual touch from the Pirates, still keeping them tied.
Oh, close call again. Got to be careful you don't just give one back, and that's exactly what you're worried about. The idea, I can see it. He comes out of the net pretty early, but just doesn't quite respect that Knight has more to this one. Skill Steal thinking he was going to be able to go and steal the ball.
That's so difficult, too, because you see Knight behind the ball, and even from the perspective of the goalkeeper in that situation, you're not sure where the player is. He could have been hiding behind the ball. You're unsure of the boost amount, if he's going to go for a fake. If Math is going to get this flick into the net as well, doesn't find it. Still a one-goal game for the Pirates. Just need to find something. And that's the difficult situation with these solo plays of Chiefs, predicting where Team Secret are trying to move and utilize that one flip.
That's what Team Secret has definitely made their bread and butter with in this particular series. Great execution on some of the individual plays that Pirates have definitely had to try and figure out on the fly. And unfortunately here in game 2, it may cost him a second game in the series as Math one-on-one, huge block from Snowy, but is it in any scoreable spot? Unfortunately gonna come straight back down on the wall. And Skill Steal just needs to dump this mid, but Snowy's all the way back. Could have been getting pressured by Knight right there, who recovers, throws it into the middle. Math is hoping that his teammates will come through and secure this one, but 40 seconds left. Pirates about to give everything they got to try and find an equalizer.
You know, Chiefs, you get so used to playing a defensive style that that third man doesn't want to overcommit or even extend themselves forward, and you miss opportunities as the ball rolls across that midfield line waiting for a shot.
Ooh.
Speaking of shots, there comes Darth with a fireball into the corner, saved out from Team Secret.
Beautiful save, but not done yet, as once more Pirates trying to find a way out of their own half. Darth trying to get physical in the midfield, trying to open up a little bit of space for transitions. As Snowy, no help anywhere. Everyone's off grab a boost, and they give it one. It's gonna get own goal. Knight, he gets to collect with 2 seconds left. Everybody from Pirates is off doing something else, and they're just like, hang on, he got the ball.
Oh, and Darth, you feel for him. He went for the pre-jump. You expect it to be on target with how good Team Secret have been with their shots, and there's not much you can do with it. Ended up falling on it, and then of course, the own goal, the painful way to end game number 2 as they put up a really valiant effort.
That was tough. That felt doable for Orlando Pirates. Unfortunately, though, you just give one back on that solo effort, and it's like, now they have the lead. And then you get a couple of really nice touches, and Team Secret make that beautiful save in front of their net to keep things in their favor by 1 goal. And then, of course, you just collapse in the final 15 seconds. There was a moment.
There was a moment where I was in my brain thinking, Pirates can do this, can take this game and really prove it to not only everybody watching at home who might be doubting them, but also Team Secret. And while they lost this game, I still think there's value in keeping things close for at least half the game, because Team Secret know they can't just take it easy. They've got to put up a fight, of course, themselves and sit up in their chair.
And they are doing a good job. I mean, if we're talking about things that Team Secret are doing well, ball control, been absolutely phenomenal. Can you make an argument that perhaps they're having a little bit too much control, as currently they're...
Look at the hand sign, the movement.
Orlando Pirates is like, all right, guys, we're going to get this clear off the backboard. You're going to cut out to the right side of the pitch.
So about the curve of the ball, okay? No, but actually they're probably utilizing some better strategies than us. We could even imagine.
But Team Secret, on the other side, so much space that they've been able to capitalize on with excellent ball control. And you could make an argument that, okay, maybe there's some type of breakdown in rotation from Orlando Pirates that's giving up that little bit of extra space. Maybe they're losing the boost game. Could be any number of reasons. But you cannot say that Team Secret have not executed when they have been given extra space. Oh, no, he saved it. That was going in. He tried to steal it. And Team Secret going to have to try again here at the start of Game 3. That one's off the post, and Math just going to go into the corner and try and buy some extra time for his teammates to reset.
Target practice for Team Secret within the first 20 seconds. But nobody able to find that one finishing shot. Pirates down the other end. Darth looking for a pass off the backboard. 1-2 connection, but immediately given away. And look at all the space from Knight. Snowy, I've found, in that third man position, doesn't like to push up too far and be aggressive. You'll see him taking a much more passive approach. It can benefit him sometimes, but if Team Secret are aware of that,
when you get caught out,
you're just giving him space to do things like this from Math.
Great win for Math here in the box. Again, it's this car control straight down to the middle. Sad quickly there to cover up in support, and Math has had the time to recover off the bounce off the ceiling. And honestly, if you're Snowy sitting there in the net, you're just watching the ball go up, down, up, down, up, down, and you have no idea where that shot's coming from. And to top it all off, placed into the top corner.
There's been some weird misdirection, too. Very unfortunate for the Pirates. They're in a slower position, and that ball will get pelted against their car, and it bounces into a favorable position for Team Secret. So that can be frustrating. Definitely something that could destroy your mental game, as the second shot from Knight does fall in.
And the only real problem here is not necessarily the pinch, it's the misread, not from Snowy, but from the person behind him coming off the backboard there. Got to be able to make sure you close down that angle. You have to make contact. You can't be so concerned about making sure you tip it around to beat the attacker. The first priority is making sure you actually get the touch on the ball, because when you start getting greedy for going for the perfect touch, when you don't execute, you end up giving an increased lead over the... And in this exact situation, Team Secret, like, yep, you missed.
And not a lot of players want to fall into that play style where you're actually admitting defeat. You're thinking, okay, I can't beat this player in the one-on-one or even with my first touch, so I just have to try and equalize. You have to swallow a lot of your pride in that instance. And for Pirates, they might not be used to it being so dominant from their own respective region. Do we have a rule 1 in the net? We do. And it's disrupted skill steal. This is a tragedy.
I understand. Skill Seal needs all 3 players if they want to be Team Secret. He knows.
Absolutely.
He's like, no.
There's no messing around. This is the World Championship, okay?
He says, we lose the 2v2.
Yeah.
There's not a question. We need all 3 of us.
A 2v3 they would like, though.
They would like the 2v3.
I don't know what kind of rule you could get into that would result in that, but there might be something. As Pirates now with 0 goals to their name, a few chances, but they have been there. And of course, we all remember the beginning of the last game. There are specialties that Pirates can bring out, but what is it going to be?
As we see Team Secret, happy to play a little bit of punch the ball into the orange corner and see where it goes from there. Again, here's all that space that Team Secret trying to capitalize on, and right now it kind of seems like they're just throwing themselves at the ball because, I mean, they've got so much space, and it's a nice fake from Skill Steal to get around Knight. Math, excellent command to keep this one away from all the waiting Pirates players and not make anything easy.
We haven't seen any demos out of Pirates until now. Snowy taking out a player. I don't think they've even been aggressive enough to get a chance, and I'm taking a really close attention to a lot of the corner boosts of Team Secret. I won't even see them getting stolen, so when they do have space to work with, they've got also a full tank to go and try and bring some action towards the Pirate side.
Some issues with the communication here from Pirates. Starting to get a little double committee and in each other's way, but they do recover. Okay, they recover enough to concede. I take it back. I thought that nice long clear was going to get him out of a jam, but unfortunately, they couldn't actually get back to that, and everyone else is like, I need boost. I'm going to follow up and play support, and it's like, we've already lost the ball, and now it's just in.
And that brings something up that I always struggle with, even as I played Rocket League today or last week. I'm always thinking about it because nobody really talks about it, but it's the accuracy of clears can be such a big deal. I feel like most players coming up and starting out in Rocket League just assume the best clear is to smack it as hard as you can, as Knight smacks this ball into the back of the net. 4-0 for Team Secret. But to finish my point, a lot of players will just go for the booming clear and hit it to the sidewall, but that's sometimes, in most of the situations, the worst possible outcome. Get it to the sidewall, and then they get immediate pressure. They get a nice first touch.
Smash back into the middle.
Yeah, a lot of times you want to go towards the middle of the field and get a booming clear if you can. Definitely the most ideal, but Team Secret 4-0. Very quiet gameplay from Pirates in this one, but we'll see what the next one has to offer. In 1 minute and 20 seconds left, get one for the road or stop the bleeding like you mentioned in game 1.
It's tough if you're Pirates. You would have liked to have found a way back into the series here, but unfortunately it's kind of the same list of mistakes. You occasionally come up with a miss on defense when you really need a touch, or kind of just getting beat in the challenge game. And Team Secret, like we said also after game 1, you know, there's nothing for you guys to change. Just keep running it back until Pirates find a way to stop you.
I mean, there's no adapting needed from Team Secret. The only adaptation they needed to find was in the previous game, where I'd say they were overextending too much, but now they're fine with just sending one player like Math to break down everybody on the defensive side from Pirates, and more misdirection from their own players as that ball falls in.
I mean, Snowy missed the initial challenge, and then he kind of ends up following the play back through his corner, which, I mean, what else can he really do? And unfortunately, he's just trying to like stay out of the way because he knows he's in, I'm going to own goal the ball central. He's just like, please don't hit it into me. No one touch me. I'm just trying to like rotate back on defense somewhere. And unfortunately, Team Secret ends up just bonking it straight off his bumper. And it will be a nice, easy win. And even no goals for the road for Pirates, it would seem, here in the last 20 seconds. Not overall a bad series for Pirates.
Here we go. There it is.
Oh, there we go. Math could not reach it. They will get one. I take it all back. There's a small light.
That's got to feel good. And this isn't just one solo play. It's stringing together a couple of passes, and we have seen an aggressor trying to take out, as he missed, the goalkeeper. You know, you're looking for a demo, trying to make some kind of play. You have the confidence to push forward, get that first goal. 13 seconds left. I do think that Team Secret have played to their strengths, going for solo plays, trying to play as fast as possible. If they were to come out here and just say, okay, we'll just wait for a mistake out of Pirates because we're supposed to win, and you assume mistakes are going to happen, that's where things can get risky, but they haven't done that at all. 6-1. The buzzer beater does go in, and we are, of course, going to get put to match point.
Nice, smooth clear from Knight with a solid recovery. Talk about hitting the ball with the perfect amount of power coming out of the net.
Yeah.
Great way to put an exclamation point on Game 3. Team Secret on the verge of 4-0, and unless Pirates can really buckle down on defense, which is what we were worried about, can you stand up to some of those strong, aggressive, mechanical teams? And I think more often than not, it's not necessarily been that they can't handle the mechanic. That's not true. They've kind of got beat on a lot of the air dribbles and some of the dribble flicks. But I think the bigger problem for the Pirates has been the communication on defense and the ability to actually make contact when that ball's coming around off the corner. Because there's a lot of, I think you're going to hit the ball, and either that doesn't happen or the challenge doesn't go the way they think. And it's that reliance on things going exactly your way and the inability to readjust or position yourself for more than one outcome. And that's, I think, been the bigger problem for Pirates is, okay, you kind of have to give a little bit more respect here and understand that if things don't work out, you're probably not going to be able to do what you think you're about to.
And I think this series between these two teams shows the difference in the level above that Team Secret are in when it comes to decision making. Knowing when to push up and shadow your teammates because you see he's in an advantageous spot to win a challenge. Sometimes I'll see a player from the Pirates follow the main aggressor when there's no chance that first player can win that challenge, and then what happens? Two of them now are overextended in the wrong position, and Team Secret are there with space to work. So for Pirates, reading the game, understanding how challenges are most likely to turn out is a big deal for them and something they need to adjust with.
Well, a great start here to Game 4 for the Pirates. Oh, no. Okay.
We're good. We're in the clear.
I was about to say, did that one just get punched back down the other way?
Here we go. And look at the space. That ball just rolls up. Math able to win it 50-50. Could have been transitioned down the other side. Oh, but that's a quick cut from Snowy. And maybe another follow-up. He gets it. All three players from Team Secret a bit stationary, and the first goal goes in favor of the Pirates.
Surprise, surprise. A little steal away in the midfield, and Knight, he just didn't think that ball was going to kick that way, I don't think, on the backboard. He got caught off guard and justifiably punished for it. Great capitalization from Snowy.
Even on the director cam, from the player's perspective, you didn't even see Snowy cut in rotation. Really sneaky of him. It's a good way to start out. Match point in favor of Pirates.
Here's that Team Secret half cut, try and stay in your face. Classic aggression.
Do you think that Pirates should implement like that type of rotation where you're just turning constantly? Do you think that's how they maintain pressure, or should they just give up trying to force that possession and adjust for a more defensive play style? Because that was kind of my argument initially. I wanted them to play more defensively, but they haven't held any possession, and do they need to make a change?
I think the biggest thing that enables half cuts is controlling those two midfield boosts, because generally that's when you're half cutting, right? So like you'll be the first
turn.
Yeah, you take the boost, then you immediately turn back in, because I mean, why would you rotate all the way back out when you're already right there? So think if Pirates have got a decent grip on those two midfields, yeah, you can tell. Oh, it's through. Oh, I didn't think Sad was going to be able to score this. They had two people in the net. I mean, yeah, the ball pinches straight back, and they throw it right back to him, but I didn't think he really hit it with enough pace. But I guess if your skill's still right there, you're about to go challenge him, but then he just instantly flips it towards the net, and you just can't cover that distance.
And that's the issue there from what I saw from Darth, and I believe it was Snowy, where you're waiting, and one person, actually, I think it was Darth, hesitated on the challenge, decided to opt out, rotate back in, but because of that hesitation, you're already slow coming back. You should have gone for the challenge, but hold on, a 1v1 situation, Snowy, and Sad gets the flick. What a shot, top corner and in.
Now that one's actually perfect, because I mean, there are a couple of options here for Snowy. He can try and get further outside. I think the ball's moving a little too fast for the actual pass. So it's all about, can you put that in the perfect spot? And I think posting in is indeed perfect, because that defense had a lot of that closed down. I think the only way that went in might have been posting in. Great shot.
The goalkeeper found a spot, found the most ideal situation to position himself in, and the shot was that good that it was able to get a goal as a result. Pirates up 2-1.
Now they're moving the ball quite nicely in the midfield. Pirates pressuring, but can they handle the passes from Team Secret as they move back on the offense? Team Secret, not the first time they've been down in the series, and they've definitely always managed to find a way back, and here's where you really can't waste time. You got to get up there and challenge. yes, you don't know what they're about to do, but at the same time, it's better to force them to show
this
you.
is it, 2v1, 3v1. What are you gonna do? Going for the bump, 2 players tried to, but none of them got contact.
Huge defensive stop from Team Secret. Keep the deficit to 1. A little misdirection from Darth, and Team Secret firm grip on their own half.
They look like they're gonna get a game. Pirates, so much possession. They're turning in the midfield, but then as soon as I speak about it, Math gets that midfield boost. The goal's wide open. A demo comes through, and that's how quickly the tides can turn.
They just break back. Skill Steal going for the block, and Math really cool. You on the ball. I'll just turn back around, grab this midfield boost, and everyone's going to be too far forward. What you were talking about, you start trying to press, and then you're overextended. You leave it in a one-on-one, one-on-two, and they can't pull the rabbit out of their hat like Team Secret.
Kickoff.
Beautiful kickoff, but Math ready for it this time.
You're in position. You had some possession, taking the midfield boost. One big clear down the other end, and Team Secret able to punish. I would be worried had they not gotten the demo. But Team Secret don't seem to panic. It's almost as if they expected this to be a somewhat close series individually with these games, and they're prepared to adjust and make some adaptations.
Skill Steal through the midfield line fairly cleanly. Out into the middle, Snowy again trying to find himself a hat trick here. Double commit from Pirates, going to limit their ability to stay with the play.
Sad got the boost too.
And there's essentially a half cut. He doesn't actually turn into the ball, but he does force Team Secret to show their hand, and that's really what you need. You have to give the player behind you the chance to make the easy read.
And look at those clears out of Team Secret. That one went into the middle. A big miss too from Pirates. Sad's driving around and slipping in between your defenders, but a good steal from Skill Steal. No pun intended, and Snowy's able to take this one down.
And it's funny because that does give you a kind of the duality of the subject, because you want them to be aggressive and go and challenge it, but it's a little bit different when it's an on-the-ground dribble right there, because you can get flicked on real quick. So there is kind of this very delicate balance of give and take when it comes to Rocket League on defense, and Pirates trying to thread a very, very thin needle.
Now how do they adjust out of the corners all tied up? There's some space to work with. Sad able to move down. I don't think he has any boost in the corner. Does get stolen, so nobody's able to move forward, but it is going to be Knight who takes possession quickly and confidently. And then a big win on the 50-50 from Math, but nobody's in position. What is going on? This game has slowed down immensely, and we've gotten our hands on a dribble.
Pirates really struggling to make solid contact on their half. It's really allowing Team Secret to come through and command a lot of space at the midfield line, but still able to fend off black and white at Team Secret.
Here we go.
Are they going to go for 0 seconds?
I think
they
all
let it fall?
Matt's got boost.
Oh, they smash it towards the goal! And it bounces. Oh, man.
I don't think Pirates thought they were going to keep it up either. Both of them just stopped and or went for boost. But wait, this is a good kickoff for Team Secret, going for the 50-50. Boost is in control of Pirates. And a big clear out. Knight could end it here with something off the backboard. Some magic. It was saved, and Pirates able to keep this out.
Oh, it's sad. That's the right place to put it. Huge gap on the backboard. Unfortunately, doesn't hit it strong to get it back into the middle. And Pirates have an opportunity to recover here.
Oh my, big miss.
Picking up right where they left off in regulation. Gonna knock them down in 4 straight. What a show from Team Secret. Again, it's the miss on defense, and you just hang the person out to dry behind you. And Team Secret jumped all over that type of miss all series long.
And that's a scary camera angle there where you can see all of Team Secret just stone cold